just doesn't miss whether he's open or well guarded.
And Thomas, here we go. In low to Bogut. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw, the defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Out left to the wing. Knocks it loose. Holiday left side. Vince Carter the bucket on the assist by Holiday. And now it's a 9-point 76ers lead. Outside Thomas. Passes it to Thompson. Into Smith. Dishes it to Doug. No good. Good work defensively by Carter. The 76ers leading by 9. Here's Napier. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. Napier's got 10 points in the quarter.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Thomas passes to Dudley. Now, here's Thomas. Not a lot of room. West with some nice D. The 76ers have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Great job. Take it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left him no choice but to foul there. Vince Carter in his day, one of the most electrifying players in the NBA, a superstar in Toronto, one of the all-time great highlight reel dunkers. Those days are behind him, but he remains a very valuable and at this point, maybe even underrated NBA player.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Lewis. Dunleavy comes in for Drew Holiday. And Mo Williams subbed in for Napier. Free throw good, Thomas. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Philadelphia. Napier comes in for Vince Carter. Both free throws good from Isaiah Thomas.
And at the free throw line, it's all about consistency with him. Same routine, same stroke.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
It's such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
26 seconds left in the first half. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Thomas. From the arc. And he gets the bucket. Thomas got 5 now. Philadelphia leading by 7.
And they'll probably let the clock wind down here.
Exactly. No need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter.
Napier kicks to Williams. To the middle. With 1 on the clock. Shot is blocked. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
Bush got early.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. As Napier really making a difference here.
I feel like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Carter. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Heinrich. And it's Gasol in at the 5. 4 on the shot clock. Thomas goes in, and he gets it to go. Thomas got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Thunder. The 76ers leading by 5. Right side Holiday. And he gets it to go.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead. You know, you could tend to think of the Thunder as a top-heavy team with the all-stars they have, but they actually get a lot of production from their bench, which makes them a championship-caliber team.
Here's Bogut, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, the big fella's showing us a little explosiveness for a change.
Well, maybe Clark is working on his dunk skills because he looked perfectly at home right there.
Yeah, sometimes he can clang those, so glad to see him get that one down.
This Thunder team was very deep last year, as you said. They were 3rd in the league, Steve, in bench minutes played.
And even though the bench wasn't really carrying the offensive load, you know, they were good defensively and they kept things close. Really all they needed to do was eat minutes, and they did that a lot last year.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
The 76ers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And the first one drops.
The Sixers are certainly looking to build something special on the court. And to that end, they're planning to build a new 55,000 square foot practice facility close by at the Navy Yard.
And right now, the Sixers practice about 11 miles away at a local college. That new practice facility, Steve, expected to open next summer, less than 2 miles away.
Well, both from a competition standpoint and kind of player relations, I mean, it makes sense. Players want the best, and you get a top-of-the-line facility, it makes it much easier to recruit in free agency.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first time out right here. Now, the playoffs weren't really a goal for the 76ers last year, Steve. They just wanted to get their young players some experience and build a foundation for their future.
And in that respect, they accomplished it. I mean, you have to be careful when rebuilding, however, and that, you know, a losing culture doesn't start to take over. So that's the challenge here the next couple of years.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And during the timeout, both coaches getting a chance here to review the strategy at this point of the game, along with the discussions. Also some rehydration going on with Gatorade. Everyone trying to bring their top game here tonight.
Yeah, that's why you see the trainers going around to every player, making sure they're hydrated, they're getting enough to drink during the game. It's so important to hydrate yourself and keep yourself strong and ready to play for these big minutes down the stretch. What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong. And, you know, to add to what you said with the 76ers and losing, not a real danger just yet, but a few more years like last year and it can become a problem, and you tend to have guys start accepting it, and you don't want to go down that road.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that break, Coach Scott Brooks had some words for his team. He'd like them to concentrate on their transition game, to keep the tempo fast and put pressure on the defense in the open court. Something else he mentioned is that he's giving them the green light on offense. He wants to see a high volume of shots. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
Well, what a tough season it was for the Sixers, obviously rebuilding, and got out to a pretty good start early with some nice wins, but ultimately their lack of talent showed, and they were getting blown out there most of the second half of the season.
West is checked in for the 76ers. And then for Oklahoma City, Vonleh's checked in for Bogut. Ken Bazemore comes in for Jared Dudley. And it's Nick Calathes in for Isaiah Thomas. 76ers have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. And the Thunder making a switch here. Rangers checked in.
A lot of high hopes for the Thunder heading into last season's playoffs, and it didn't go quite as they had planned.
Bazemore, and against the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Bazemore's got 11.
Granger opened up space for the shooter right there. Well done.
Heinrich dishes to Holiday. West down low. Kicks it out to Leonard. Lets it go with the three. The shot's good on the assist by West. 16 points for Leonard.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
The Thunder would come back from the first round scare nicely as they got rid of the Clippers in the second round.
And it looked like they would be in for a good fight against the Spurs in the conference finals, but just kind of faded away as that series wore on. And I think that was more what San Antonio did than what the Thunder didn't.
They played their best basketball with Spurs, obviously, late in the season.
Ridiculous. Tore it down that time.
The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throw.